Hello guys, welcome once again. In the last video I have shown you what is a function, how to declare function, and I have given you a small little demonstration of basic function. Now in this video I am going to show you how to use function that takes arguments or parameters. Okay, so let's get started. For example, I want to do something useful with the function. For example, I want to add two values in the function. So I can make a function like this, function add, right? So I can make a function called add, and what it does is it adds two values. But I want to make this function something like this, that it can take any values and add them, any two values, for example. So here in these brackets I can pass arguments or parameters so that those parameters can be added and printed. So for example, I want to pass first variable, which I call num1, comma. So whenever you want to pass multiple arguments, you separate your argument by comma. So just remember this, and I will pass the second number, for example, and just bear in mind you can provide any number of argument here. So it's not restricted that you need to provide only one argument or two or three. It's not restricted. Okay, so you can provide any number of arguments you wish, but for now I'm providing two numbers, and what I want to do is I want to add these two numbers when this function is called and print this. So I can just write echo, and I can just call these two numbers and add them, num1, and just I can add with num2, which this should be num, and with this and symbol. Okay, so and let me concatenate this with a break br. Okay, so what I have done, I have passed two arguments to my function, and whatever I pass here as two numbers, it will add those two numbers and print the result. So how can I call this function? Add. So just use the same name as your function name, and then you need to pass two numbers because it's taking two numerical values. So I can pass two numbers, something like this, 899 comma 1000, for example. Okay, and let's see what is the result. I call it once and I refresh my program, and it gives me the result 1899, which is the addition of these two numbers. Now suppose I want to add some more numbers, right? So I have the requirement of adding these two numbers, and for example I want to add some more number. So I want to add 2000 plus 1100, and I want to add some other numbers, for example 6000 and 1300. Okay, and I will save it, and when I run this I can get all these three results. And bear in mind there is only one function which we are using again and again to perform a similar task. That is the basic definition of function, if you remember, right? A function is used to perform a particular task again and again, and this function is doing just that, right? Just we have just changed those arguments and it's adding those two values, right? And this is the very basic importance of functions in any language, right? It makes your code really readable, and it makes your code not repeatable, and it makes your code to perform a particular task again and again without writing the code again and again. So suppose this function have some many numbers of line. You cannot write those many numbers of line again and again. It will make your program non-readable, but using functions it can be done easily. So this is how you can use arguments or parameters with functions. In the next video I'm going to show you how to return value from a function. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.